Welcome to the interactive Body Balance radio show for health and fitness tips.
Welcome back to Interactive Body Balance Radio. I'm your host, Mike Dasik, and thank you guys so much for joining our show today from around the world, where we talk health, fitness, nutrition, functional medicine, and personal development. I always say this, it's been some time since our last show. Actually, I don't think it's been since June that we did a show. Nonetheless, we're going to get right back into it. We had an amazing summer. Traveled a lot for business and pleasure. Took the family down to Punta Cana. Went up to Blue Mountain and Collingwood and all over in between for hockey. And of course, business took us all over this great country of Canada. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do more videos. I'm going to do more podcasts. I got to scale. I got to get it to the masses. Aside from the thousands of people that we converse with, either through clients or through business world or through friends and relatives, we've got to still do this for them. So today's show is going to be on how AI can help you with your health, your fitness, your overall development, and just achieving your goals. As many of you know, I work in the corporate world too. I do a lot of work with technology and health for some of the biggest corporations in the world. I love it. It's my passion. I love speaking in front of hundreds of people. And I work with some clients to help clients further their health, just to become better athletes, to become better business people, and just look at some data, right? Look at the data. And for those of you that are new to the show, I've been doing this a long time, over 10 plus years of looking at lab data like stool testing, blood testing, urine testing to uncover some of your deficiencies and then make you much better and improved in your health, in your performance, and to become just a better individual. What's really transpired or really become part of the forefront now is using AI, so artificial intelligence, to enhance that. And it can be done in many ways. I have many different AI tools that I use. Some of them, everyone knows about ChatGPT. It's great for looking up information and then cross-verifying with other forms. There's other ones like Perplexity. There's a million different ones, guys. Some of them that I use as well. Ada. There's tons. Even if you want to use some for travel, like Hopper. There's a million. And I use a lot of these tools before I get to the one that really can help you guys. You can put documents in there, of course, anonymized. There's no data of people or anything that can recognize them. But you can put, okay, this is some of the information from a report. Here's my data, my health data, my BMI, my weight, my height, bone density. You can put in body fat percentages, all that stuff. And it can give you guidance on how to improve your health, develop a plan, can write nutrition plans, workout plans, and you can use that to cross-reference it with what you see with your everyday life, right? So your training programs, what you eat, and what you do there. Now, one more I want to talk about, and it's the big one for today's show, is something called Cal AI. So it's an AI app I found about 2 or 3 months ago. And what this one does, right, is it looks at, you can literally take a picture of your food. Doesn't matter if it's barcodes, scan codes, whatever you want to call it. That's fine. Those are easy. That's been around for a couple of years. But you can take a picture of your food. Let's just say a plate of kale and chicken and quinoa. Take a picture of it and it will look at that food and it'll say, here's the amount of calories in that food. Here's the amount of macros like protein, carbs, fats. Of course, it'll give you total calories and it'll say, here's what you're eating. And you can use that against your daily goal. So when I started this Cal AI app, I said, I want to be this certain weight. And then it gave me an amount of calories broken down by the macros of what I should be eating to maintain the weight that I want to get to, or to get to the weight I want to get to. You can do it for gaining weight. My son, Caden, is putting on lots of size and muscle. And so it said, here's how many calories you should eat to gain weight. And it is really, really accurate. Is it 100% perfect? No, I would say it's pretty close. So I had a chicken salad the other day with kale. It was from Farm Boy, right? With some quinoa, and I had some cheese on it, and it nailed all the ingredients and all of the foods. It separates them almost, I think it was 98% accurate, 99%. And it's pretty incredible. So I'm looking at it right now. There's many other things this app can do. Daily check-ins, progress reports, what you should be doing. But I'm looking at here how many calories I have left for today based on carbs, the fats, the protein to get to my goal. And, there's streaks you can do. Again, it's called Cal AI, CAL AI. I have no affiliation. I don't make $1 off it. When I'm in my corporate offices downtown Toronto and people see my stories on Instagram or Facebook, they're like, what was that app you said, Mike? What was it? Is there an affiliate code? Nope. I just put it out there for people to learn and to help them get to your goals. The next question I get when I speak to people all day, well, how much is it? I pay $3 a month. $3 a month. That's cheaper than a coffee for one day. So, again, don't care what you guys do. I share health information for you. I bridge health and technology together. I have used other apps before in the past that were not as effective and not as cheap or cost effective too. This one seems to be good. Again, no affiliation, no money. I don't care if you use it or not. I want to be here to help. That's why we do these shows. So what I would say, if you're in the business world, if you're in the personal world, whatever you're doing, leverage the AI tools to help you and augment whatever you're trying to do. I'm in the business world. So if you're in the business world and you need to present a lot or look at cases or financials, you can leverage any AI tools, so many of them out there, to help you. And again, one of my mentors, Dan Martell, he has so many good ones. He's done a whole podcast on AI tools to help him. Go look at his stuff. He's fantastic. Amazing. I have a bunch too. I use my own, like I said, for health purposes, for presenting. I present all over, right? And it's great to look at some of the data you can extract from a tool even if you put in financials, right? You put in some financials report into a tool and you need to understand, let's just say EBITDA, you need to understand profit, whatever it is that you want to look at, you can pick that up in about 10 seconds. It'll go right to that part of the report. Same thing with health. You get results by what you measure. I've said this before. You want to measure your money, you will get results. You'll know where your money's going and you'll be able to budget properly. If you want to get results in your health and become leaner, stronger, bigger, whatever it is, you got to measure the data. I've said this for 2 decades, maybe more. Results come from measuring the data. I'm a data-driven guy. Okay, I read the literature. I've worked with many clients. I see anecdotally what happens, and then I look at the data. Never forget that. This is why we do the show. Okay, it is the weekend. It is, the first week back to school for the kids. Our kids went back to school. Some happy, some not so happy. Well, maybe I think most were not so happy, but it is what it is, right? You got to educate yourself. I say the first thing. Our kids do a lot of sports, as many of you know. They do horses. We own horses. They play hockey. They do jiu-jitsu. They do swimming. I mean, the list goes on. School, to me, is number one. Always be a good person, which I'll get to at the end here, but you gotta get educated. You have to do well in school. Get your grades. Get good grades, right? And if you want to become an entrepreneur or go to university, college, whatever you want to do, you just need to know where you're going with this, okay? So what I would say here is our site, right? So our website, we can find all our information online. Mike Dasiuk is on. So it's MikeDasiuk.com, MikeDaciuk.com, interactivebodybalance.com, info@MikeDaciuk.com is our email. Mike Dasiuk on Instagram, Mike Dasiuk on Twitter, Mike Dasiuk on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. Reach out anytime. We're here to serve. We're here to help. We want to do many great things in this world, and we can do it by helping people like you then spread the message. Okay? We won't even get into our books. We have 2 books out there. You can find them if you just search my name. You'll see them. And a lot of them are free on the website, so you can go to and get it free on the website. But we're here to serve. I say this because I mean it. We're here to make people's lives better. Now, you guys know I've been doing this, like I said, I think since 2014. God, it's a long time. What do I tell my kids every day? Kids, you got to work hard. There's no substitute for hard work. You've got to put in the effort. You've got to do the reps. You've got to get out in there and get in the fight. I always say just do. Take action, right? Do the work. 2, right? Got to add value. Add your skill set. Add your value to the world. Add what your God-given ability is to the world. The world needs it. They need to know what you're gifted at. Many people have so many great attributes. They have a couple of gifts, at least 2 or 3 amazing things they're good at. Share it with the world. Number 3, help other people. Pull out chairs, open doors, give up of your time. Help other people. Number 4, smile and have some fun. Get out there and have some fun. You deserve it. I said, it's the weekend here. We're going to have some fun. I think I'm going to really change things up a bit. I said, do more videos on Instagram and Facebook. And I say this for a reason. I think the world needs people to help them. The world needs people that are authentic. The world needs people that can hear other people. People are in some rough spots, either health or financially or relationships, and they just want to be heard and they need some support, right? To know what's possible. I had a call last night with someone and they said, have you always been like this? Like, because it's always been your way, like really driven. The answer is, I think you're born with it, but you go through periods of life where you're up and down. Sometimes you're down, sometimes things aren't going well, and that's normal, right? There's ebb and flow. I just say that have a North Star, have something that guides you, have some goals. I always say goals and what you're shooting for are so important because it keeps you going on the bad days. As a lot of mentors will say, motivation comes and goes. But if you have a target and you have your goals and you know what you're going for, that will sustain you during the hard times. Okay? I hope this was good. Share it with anyone who needs to hear the message. Free of charge. I do this because I like to give back. I will say, as I always end, live with passion, live with purpose, live with intent. I hope you like the show. We'll talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.